Hello, I'm in Montreal, Canada. As you can see, a lot of snow. I'm here to drive this, the new 2013 model year Land Rover Freelander 2. Now, nothing much has changed. It's got new headlamps, new tail lamps, vastly improved interiors and some equipment level differences. So what I'm going to concentrate on is showing you how good it is when the conditions are really bad. And as you can see, the conditions are perfect. The temperatures drop to 0 and there's ice everywhere. Let's see how it goes. But first, I'd like to show you what's new on this Freelander 2. There are new LED daytime running lamps, new tail lamps with a twin circular theme, 3 new colors of which this interesting blue is one, and new alloy wheels. As for the inside, Land Rover has cleaned up the center console. The old Freelander's mass of buttons have been replaced by these 3 simple knobs. The traditional handbrake has been replaced by this electrically operated emergency brake. And the old rotary dial for the terrain response off-road system with these simpler buttons. The aim was to take the Freelander a bit more upmarket, and I think Land Rover has done a pretty good job here. Our plan is to head towards Mont Tremblant, I think I pronounced that right. And Land Rover being Land Rover has thrown in a few off-road trails along the way. Like this semi-frozen stream we have to cross to get to the first coffee stop. Hot coffee done, we drive on. Canada is exactly like you see in the movies. Stark, desolate and very beautiful. Freelander's temperature gauge is indicating -15 degrees and the highway is covered in the white stuff. And I'm really amazed by how secure this smallest of Land Rovers is feeling in these conditions. Mechanically, it's the same as before. So India will get the 2.2 litre diesel in 148 bhp and 187 bhp variants, mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. So you saw how capable the Land Rover Freelander 2 is. It just made it easy, the whole ice, snow, the articulation, everything. We just had to sit inside. It was like driving your sofa around. Tomorrow we go to racetrack, Mecca-Glees. That should be even more fun. Okay, so day 2 and we're at the Mecca-Glees racetrack. Well, it's a racetrack that's covered in ice and it's a perfect place to figure out how the Land Rover's all-wheel drive system works. We've been driving all morning, going through a lot of exercises. There's been slaloms, there's been braking, there's been a drift course, which has been really fun. I'm going to get someone to explain to you how exactly this works.
The four-wheel drive system in this car works through a electronic center coupling.
Okay.
And it has 4 positions.
Yeah.
First position is open, obviously, and that is when ABS is applied, so the ABS can work independently on each wheel. Yeah, very important. The next one is when you start to accelerate. As soon as you start to accelerate in this car, the drive then goes to 60-40.
Okay.
60 on the front
and
40 on the
back.
back. As soon as we're cruising along the motorway or the road, and we're not accelerating, we're just cruising, keeping this acceleration at a level point, then it is 90-10
That's
as a fuel efficiency, etc. Then the good one though is when you go into true four-wheel drive, in other words 50-50 drive, is when traction control is applied in the car, it then goes into 50-50 drive.
Does the electronics always get you out, or do you need maybe some...
It's a bit like old and new.
Oh,
in other words, the electronics are there to help you, yes?
Yeah.
But you still have to have that technique. Right? For example, getting stuck on a hill, it does help sometimes if you turn the steering wheel from side to side.
Yeah.
And that's old technique,
and
yes?
And
it works. So it's combining the two, but the thing emphasis here is safety.
What they've done essentially is subtly improve this car all over. So it's got better interiors, more equipment, and it looks a lot nicer. And that's what's going to matter to people who buy this in India. Of course, it's excellent off-road as well, as you've seen. Maybe it won't matter that much to all the people who spend, I don't know how much it's going to be when it comes there. But it's very capable, and that's a good thing. You will find out exactly how much better it is when it comes to India in March 2013.